I should have done something that I didn't do, but I will do now instead. And this is marking positions. For example, I will mark that that thing will go to this area here, and from the other side also, so that I know the orientations of this when I see the two lines. And of course I will mark with this also this part here. Okay, so that I know that this goes on this side. And I will keep on doing this generally to be sure that I do everything correctly. Now, from now on, I have here on my tablet instructions, and this is from Tapehead's net forum. Some guy called Kevin KR has done very detailed instructions how to disassemble the motor. And this is what I'm gonna do. So now he says, mark top cover and motor for proper reassembly orientation, okay? Looking from the top down, orient the flywheel such that you can easily remove the two screws that couple the spider to the motor. Okay. It is now oriented. It doesn't say to take the screws out, it says just to orient it. But do I have to take them out or not? Unfortunately, I don't know. Next, using a deep 7mm socket, remove the 4-threaded standoffs from the top plate. Let me go and check if I have a 7. I did bring one and it didn't fit, but what I brought was 8, something like that. I will go and bring a 7. Well, I did find a 7, but because the area around the nut here is very tight, this cannot hug the nut around because it doesn't fit between this casting and the nut. So that means I'm gonna have to improvise, and let me see how I will do this. No. No. Ow. No. That seems impossible, because there is no way that the 7 there's no way that it fits in here. No. This will take me long, I think, so I will stop the video, and when I manage it, I will say how I did it. So that pliers was what did most of the job. It was really not easy, but I sort of put it like that and try to do it, and now all these nuts are loose. These nuts, these are not nuts. Look how they are. I had no idea this would be like that. then I could just grab it here somehow and try to turn it. Anyway. So this is supposed to be able to get out or not. Remove the third thread standoffs from the top plate or improvise. Lift flywheel and capstan assembly carefully off the motor. Now I should have first removed the spider, because now the spider, that elastic thing, it's called the spider, and I should have removed the screws because it lifts the elastic and it will break it. So I have to go and bring a screwdriver. Let me show you exactly which screws I have to take out. You see, this one and this one, because if I try to lift this, you can't see it. Anyway, so let me take out the two screws here. You have to keep the flywheel. No, you have to unscrew them just a little bit. Okay. This must be a very careful job, not to damage these elastic bands. So now, let's see. Okay. And now all this thing is out. So that has some sort of movement. And these are the elastic, the screws of the elastic band that are here, if you see. So how am I gonna oil this? Sintered bearing, I guess. Okay. So I will set this aside. Now, I am supposed to take out the cables of the motor, but they are connected in a way that I cannot take them out. Yes. I could desolder them from here on the side, I think. how many cables are for the motor? They are 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where they go. Anyway, I will try and leave it like that. Next. Referring to the bottom of the motor, you will see a large C-clip. That is the first item that must be removed. I made a clip extractor by modifying an old pair of needle nose pliers. You must have a suitable what do I see? I just see 4 screws. I don't see. Yes, this is a clip. There should be a gasket. I made referring to the bottom here, that's a clip. That is the first thing that must be. I made a clip extra. Okay, so I will have to remove that C clip here. Is it easy to do it with my pliers? Looks like this, but I have a tool for this, and I will go bring it. So here I have a special kind of pliers, which is exactly for this kind of C-clip that I will now take out. So there it is, and it is out. Next, the bearing cover, thrust plate and ball came out next. Most likely there will be a fully disintegrated coat gasket glued to the cap. There is a cover. Good. There is a cork that indeed has disintegrated. Maybe not fully. You will see there is another clip to be removed, and then a phenolic washer, and finally a metal washer. So in order to remove the other clip, which is here, there is a ball, and there is another clip. I have to remove this clip, but this clip must be opened. So I'm gonna have to bring another tool that I have, which is for this. So this tool, before I used this tool, where you just press it and it closes, but this tool, you press it and it opens. And this is the tool I'm gonna use now. It's not easy to orient. No, it doesn't fit in the hole. I'm gonna have to find another solution. So this is the tool I'm gonna use now, and I hope it works. Okay. Oh no! I did start to take it off, but then it came out of. No, still no. So since nothing seems to work really, I'm gonna have to do it in another way, like manually and not with a special tool. Still doesn't want to come off. Still doesn't want to come off. I do have the special tool which is for this stuff exactly. But it doesn't fit correctly into the hole and it jumps off. I will stop the video, it will keep on long until I manage to do this. So this was the tool that finally did what had to be done. And I'm not really sure if I even damaged this a little bit. I don't really know. So, having removed all and then phenolic washer and finally a metal washer. So I'm gonna have to take out a phenolic washer. I'm supposed to take this phenolic washer out. Maybe if I pull, maybe if I push that thing a little bit, the bottom. Ah, yes. Push it a little bit. Maybe I push it using the ball. Yes. So, this is the phenolic washer. and this is the metal washer. And I will take out the board also. And after doing that, I am supposed to pull out that. Okay. So I have everything here. I am really supposed to clean all this stuff here, really. Can you see? So you see how I do it, and it's cleaned. All this has to come out. Just like that. I don't really know how good I'm gonna have to clean this if it plays any role. Okay. Well, the bearing pedestal has two metal sleeve bearings, which is one here and one here at the ends, and a nylon sleeve in between. That's true. Clean this carefully with lint-free wipes, swabs and alcohol. I'm not gonna use alcohol, I'm gonna use IPA, but I will go and bring Q-tips and IPA. Q-tips, IPA, and I'm gonna start cleaning. I wouldn't say that this is dirty. Maybe the most dirty thing is where the old cork was. But inside where the motor shaft was, doesn't seem to be dirty. Fine. Clean the motor shaft with alcohol. Motor shaft. Motor shaft is absolutely clean. Now it's time to see if I damage this C-clip. Maybe yes, maybe no. Lubricate the upper and lower bearings and the top and side of the top of the bearing. I used light Teflon grease. That remains to be seen how good this is long term, but whatever was there had almost completely disappeared. Indeed, there is no lubricant in there. I'm gonna bring grease. So I have some grease here, and I have some DT Mobile DTE oil that I used for the motor of the Revox A77. I think I'm gonna use this grease here. Which I'm not really sure if this is the correct thing to do. But since that user says that he used grease, I will also use grease all around that. Reinsert the motor in the motor housing, having lubricated all moving parts. Reinsert the rotor housing. Really? I think I should lubricate in there also, since goes in there. Now, I'm gonna use grease here also. And it says some strange things that I should run the motor now. How would I run the motor now? It's impossible to run the motor now. I have to put the washers in first. I don't understand that. Anyway, I will insert the washer. Washer inserted. Phenolic washer here. I think it's inserted. Then that C-clip I must be sure that everything is inserted completely. Means I can see the grooves for where the C-clip gets in. I think that is done. Now I will use this. insert the C-clip. It's nearly put in place. Now I'm gonna have to push it until it clips. Did it clip? No. Place a dab of grease at the bottom of the shaft to retain the ball. Place some grease on the thrust plate and then push the bearing cover into place. If the thrust is timber, it's probably good to turn it over first. This is a little bit dirty from the cork. He said I should turn over this where the ball sits on. Let me first clean that thing here. Does this go out? I think this is glued in place and I cannot turn it over. It looks to be glued in place. So I will not turn it over. I will put some grease. Where is my grease? Here it is. I will put grease here. Put this in. Put some grease here. Put this also in. Now I'm gonna have to put that clip for which I used this that worked. Okay. Just push it a little bit. Okay, everything is in the groove now. And really, this motor is silent. Turns freely, and I think this is a good chance to test it. So, I put the plug in, wait, and let's see if this is the correct thing to do. It's not dead silent. not dead silent, but okay. I think that's enough. Now, before installation, lubricate the capstan bearing. Light machine oil. Which is the capstan bearing? I think it's that here. I'm gonna have to bring something and clean this thing a little bit because it's very dirty. So there is a hole here. Is it for lubrication? No, I think this is a screw. Okay, everything is completely cleaned. I wonder what this cap for and what's in here. There is grease in here, but this is also very dirty. I hope it's on camera. There is a small hole here so that I fill this with grease, I guess. But first, I will oil it with DT. I wonder if this goes out. Okay, and then do I put this on top with or without grease? I think that grease is mostly to hold the oil inside so that center bearing here remains lubricated. I will now put this on. And now I'm gonna find that black line aligned with that end. So you have to align think with the inside here, the two screws of the spider that have to be on top of the holes to be screwed in, and I will just screw them in just a little bit so that they remain. One just came off. I cannot do it really. Now, it's time for this. One. Luckily, you can't fit exactly here something, but a little bit. If you move it, then it comes out without any tool. So I will do it now the same way. First, be sure to tighten them by hand all, but this doesn't go completely in. Only this one is a little bit problematic. So they just need like 10 degrees more. So this doesn't seem to be completely in. That's why it takes me so much time. Let's see if it's quiet. Oh, I forgot to tighten the spider. Ooh, so I'm lucky that I didn't damage it. Let's see. Not completely quiet. I don't know if it should be completely quiet. Okay. I don't know. That was the procedure. Just for the fun of it, I think it's a good chance to compare this motor with a washing machine motor. I mean, compare the size of it. This is really big, but the washing machine motor is bigger. Okay.